People come and go like the wind. One day they're your biggest supporters. The next they vanished without a trace. But here's the raw truth. If you don't take control of your own mind, someone else will hijack it. They'll plant their doubts, their fears, their limitations into your thoughts until you can't tell where their voice ends and yours begins. That heartbreak that shattered you, it wasn't the end, it was the universe removing your blindfold. The loneliness you feel right now, that's the price of admission to a better life. While everyone else is drowning in distractions, you're learning how to swim in silence. And that pride swelling in your chest, that's you realizing you survived days that should have broken you completely. Not everyone will like you. Let that sink in. Most people don't actually care about your struggles, and some are secretly waiting for you to fail. Be kind, but never be a doormat. It's better to stand alone in your truth than to be loved for a lie. Stop going broke trying to impress people who can't even pay their own bills. Bad company will drain your energy, your time, and your soul. Walk away before it's too late. Your past isn't your enemy unless you let it control your present. And for God's sake, stop comparing your behind the scenes to everyone else's highlight reel. You have no idea what battles they're really fighting. Money isn't everything. But try telling that to someone drowning in bills. Your time is your most valuable currency. Stop giving it away to people who wouldn't do the same for you. What others think about you, that's their business, not yours. You can't rewrite yesterday, but you can dominate tomorrow. Being alone isn't a punishment. It's your chance to rebuild yourself without distractions. And when people show you who they really are, believe them the first time. Live at your own damn pace. The race was rigged from the start anyway. Your darkest moments are carving out space for your greatest victories. Envy is just your fear wearing a mask. You already have everything you need to start. Ask for what you want, work like hell to get it, and never apologize for building the life you deserve. If you can survive the war inside your own mind, you can survive anything this world throws at you. They'll call you selfish for choosing yourself. Let them. They'll whisper behind your back. Let them. They'll doubt you, underestimate you, try to break you. Let them. Because while they're talking, you'll be too busy winning to even notice. Life isn't fair, but it's still yours to conquer. Trust actions, not words. Get rich, not just in money, but in peace and power and unshakable self-respect. The harder you work, the luckier you'll get. Take criticism, but never accept disrespect. When you're angry, stay silent. Your future self will thank you. You've got 3 choices in life. Watch things happen, make things hang, but spend years. 1, what the hell happened? Stay strong even when everything falls apart, because it will. But so will you. No, you'll stand back up, dust yourself off, and come back stronger. You're being judged no matter what, so you might as well be judged for being unapologetically you. Stop explaining yourself to people who only hear what they want to hear. No regrets, just lessons. No worries, just acceptance. No expectations, just gratitude. The calmer you are, the clearer you think. The more you genuinely care about others, the more fascinating they'll find you. If you're not failing sometimes, you're not pushing hard enough. That grudge you're holding, it's only poisoning you. Let it go like it's radioactive. We suffer more in our imagination than in reality. Remember that when fear tries to paralyze you, people change. Love hurts, friends leave, plans fail, but life keeps moving forward with or without your permission. Learn to say no without justifying yourself. Be good, but stop wasting energy proving it. Keep your plans to yourself until they're reality. Surprise them with your success. The only person truly invested in your dreams is you. Forget what hurt you, but never forget what it taught you. Control your thoughts or they'll control you. Privacy is power. Stop oversharing. Don't make permanent decisions based on temporary emotions. To be the best, you have to survive the worst first. No obstacle is permanent as long as you're still breathing. If you think you're right all the time, you'll never grow. Stay patient. The best things come when you least expect them. Never regret a single day. The good ones gave you happiness. The bad ones gave you experience. The worst ones gave you lessons. The worst ones was suicide. This life is your one and only shot. Don't waste it trying to please everyone. Be yourself so fiercely that the right people recognize you instantly. Society's advice, most of them are lost themselves. First it breaks you, then it makes you. Walking alone isn't failure, it's focus. The family you build beats the family you were born into every time. Life's short, live it. Love's rare, grab it. Anger's toxic, release it. Fear's a liar, face it. Memories are precious, cherish them. Now go, your future's waiting. Let me tell you something that might sting a little. People who walked away from you did you the biggest favor of your life. They made space for better things to enter. That emptiness you feel, it's not a void, it's a blank canvas. And that pain you're carrying, it's not a burden, it's fuel. The moment you stop begging for attention is the moment your real power awakens. Stop checking for messages from people who clearly don't check for you. Delete those old conversations that keep you stuck in the past. Unfollow those accounts that make you feel less than. This isn't being petty. This is being strategic with your peace. You want to know the secret to winning. Stop playing losing games. Stop explaining yourself to people committed to misunderstanding you. Stop watering dead plants. Stop showing up where you're tolerated when you could be celebrated elsewhere. The right people don't need convincing, they just know. The right opportunities don't require begging, they feel natural. When you're constantly having to prove your worth, you've already lost. Real love, real respect, real success, it flows effortlessly to those who refuse to settle for less than they deserve. Here's a hard pill to swallow. Most of your problems would disappear if you stopped expecting people to act how you want them to act. People will disappoint you. They'll fall short. They'll change their minds. And that's okay. Your peace comes from understanding this, not from trying to control it. The moment you stop taking things personally is the moment life gets 100 times easier. What people say about you says more about them anyway. Your job isn't to change their minds. Your job is to outgrow their limited thinking. Let's talk about fear, that voice in your head telling you to play small. You know why it's so loud. Because it's scared of how powerful you become if you ignored it. That anxiety about the future. It's just your potential trying to break through your comfort zone, the butterflies in your stomach before a big move. That's not fear, that's excitement in disguise. Stop running from discomfort. It's where all growth happens. The version of you that exists on the other side of your fears is infinitely more interesting than the one playing it safe. Money won't solve all your problems, but it will solve all your money problems. Stop pretending otherwise. Financial freedom isn't about luxury, it's about options. It's about being able to walk away from toxic situations because you can afford to. It's about sleeping well at night knowing emergencies won't ruin you. It's about creating the space in your life to focus on what truly matters. Stop calling it greed when you want more for yourself. Call it wisdom. The world respects those who respect their own worth, and nothing commands respect like financial wisdom. Your time is the most non-renewable resource you have. Every minute spent on negativity is a minute stolen from your happiness. Every hour wasted on people who don't matter is an hour you could have spent building your dreams. Stop giving your prime time to things that don't deserve it. Protect your energy like your life depends on it, because it does. The quality of your life is directly proportional to how selective you are with your attention. The more you value yourself, the less nonsense you'll tolerate. Period. At the end of the day, all you really have is yourself. That voice inside you that knows right from wrong, listen to it. That gut feeling telling you something's off, trust it. Those quiet moments when you realize how far you've come, celebrate them. No one is coming to save you, and that's the best news you'll ever hear. Because the person who shows up to do the saving, that's the version of you you've been waiting for. Stop looking for permission to be great. Stop waiting for perfect conditions. The world makes way for those who know where they're going. So pick a direction and start walking. The right path isn't the easy one. It's the one that makes you come alive. And when you're truly aligned, the universe conspires to help you. But first, you have to take the first step. You ever notice how the strongest trees grow in the toughest conditions? That's you right now, weathering storms you never asked for, but growing roots deeper than anyone can see. Those sleepless nights where your mind won't quiet down. That's not insomnia, that's your soul rearranging itself to fit the bigger version of you that's emerging. The dreams that wake you up at 3 a.m. with your heart pounding, those aren't random. That's your future self sending you memos. Pay attention to what makes your pulse quicken when everyone else is asleep. That's where your magic lies, in those quiet moments when the world isn't watching and your guard is down. Stop apologizing for outgrowing people who are content staying small. There's nothing cruel about moving forward. Stagnation is the real cruelty. When they call you change like it's an insult, say thank you. Change means you're alive. Evolution means you're paying attention. The same water that softens the potato hardens the egg. It's not about the circumstances. It's about what you're made of. And let's be real, the people who mind don't matter and the people who matter don't mind. Your circle should want to see you win so badly they're willing to lose you to your destiny. Here's what nobody tells you about success. It's lonely before it's legendary. Those empty parking lots at 5A when you're the first one at the gym. Sacred. Those late nights studying when friends are out partying. Holy. The sacrifices no one sees but you feel every day. That's where champions are made. While everyone's obsessed with going viral, focus on going vital. Do work that feeds your soul, not just your ego. Numbers lie, but energy doesn't. Create from your core and watch how the right people find you. The quality of your life is determined by how many uncomfortable conversations you're willing to have with yourself in silent rooms. Let's talk about your breaking point, that moment when you think you can't take one more step. Good. That's exactly where you need to be. Comfort zones are where dreams go to die. That voice saying, maybe I should quit. It's not your enemy, it's your edge. The difference between successful people and everyone else isn't talent, it's tolerance for discomfort. They've simply endured more I can't do this moments without actually stopping. Your next breakthrough is hiding just beyond what feels impossible right now. Remember, diamonds are created under pressure, but they're still diamonds when the pressure's gone. Your vibe is your greatest currency and not your world. Not your looks, not your resume, your energy. People will forget what you said, but they'll never forget how you made them feel. Walk into rooms like you belong there because you do. Speak like your words matter because they do. Carry yourself like someone who knows their worth because you should. Confidence isn't thinking you're better than others. It's knowing you don't need to compare yourself to anyone at all. The moment you stop seeking validation is the moment you become truly powerful. And power isn't loud, it's so quiet people lean in to hear what you'll say next. At the end of all things, only love remains real. Not the flashy, performative kind, the quiet love that shows up without being asked. The love that makes sandwiches at midnight for someone who's working late. The love that listens without trying to fix. The love that stays. Everything else is just noise. So love fiercely but wisely. Your heart is a precious thing, not a public park. Set boundaries like your sanity depends on it because it does. And when you find people who water your soul instead of draining it, hold on to them. In a world that's constantly changing, real connections become your anchor. But never forget, the most important relationship you'll ever have is the one with yourself. Treat her well. The most dangerous lie you'll ever believe is that you have more time. Tomorrow isn't promised. That dream you're saving for someday. Today is that someday. Those words you've been meaning to say them now. That leap you've been afraid to take it before the moment passes. Life isn't a dress rehearsal. This is the main performance, and the clock is always ticking in the background. Stop waiting for perfect conditions. Perfect is a myth designed to keep you stuck. Done is better than perfect. Started is better than waiting. The world rewards those bold enough to begin before they feel ready. Your mind is a garden. What you plant there determines everything. Plant fear and doubt and watch how your world shrinks. Plant courage and curiosity and watch how opportunities multiply. But here's the secret no one tells you. You have to weed that garden daily. Negative thoughts grow faster than kudzu if left unchecked. Catch them early before they take root. That voice whispering you're not good enough, tear it out by the roots and replace it with watch me. Your thoughts become your reality, so why not think magnificent ones? The richest soil exists between your ears. Plant accordingly. Comparison is the thief of joy, but selective comparison is the thief of destiny. Stop measuring your chapter 1 against someone else's chapter 20. Their highlight reel isn't your measuring stick. Your journey is yours alone. Stop looking sideways and start looking forward. The only person you should compare yourself to is the person you were yesterday. And even then, be gentle. Growth happens in spirals, not straight lines. Some days you'll feel like you're going backwards when actually you're gathering momentum for the next leap forward. Trust the process even when you can't see the progress. Failure isn't the opposite of success, it's part of success. Every no gets you closer to yes. Every closed door teaches you how to knock better. Every mistake is tuition paid at the University of Life. The people you admire most didn't avoid failure. They failed forward, using each stumble as a stepping stone. When you fall, and you will fall, land on your back so you can look up and see where to go next. The only true failure is stopping completely. Everything else is just data collection. Remember, ships aren't built for harbors, they're built for oceans. Stop fearing storms and start sailing. Kindness isn't weakness, it's strength under control. The ability to stay soft in a hard world is the ultimate power move. But here's the crucial distinction. Kindness without boundaries is self-destruction. You can be compassionate without being a doormat. You can be generous without being depleted. True kindness starts with being kind to yourself first. Fill your own cup so much that it overflows onto others. Don't bleed yourself dry trying to quench other people's thirst. The light you seek in others exists within you. Stop giving it all away and leaving yourself in darkness. At the end of your life, no one will remember your job title or bank balance. They'll remember how you made them feel. The laughter you shared. The burdens you lightened. The way you showed up when it mattered. Legacy isn't built in grand gestures. It's woven through countless small moments of being fully present. So put down your phone and look people in the eyes. Listen like you mean it. Love like it's your only job. In a world that's increasingly digital, be startlingly human. The ripples you create today become the waves that shape tomorrow. Make them count. The truth no one wants to hear? You're already equipped with everything you need to change your life today. Not tomorrow. Not when the stars align, right now. That voice whispering you can't, it's a liar you've been listening to for too long. Every great thing you'll ever accomplish starts with a single decision to stop accepting less than you deserve. The moment you take full responsibility for your life is the moment real change begins. No more blaming circumstances. No more waiting for permission. The power was always in your hands. You just forgot how strong your grip could be. Let's talk about comfort, that cozy trap that keeps you small, that familiar misery you choose over the scary possibility of something better. Here's the wake-up call. Growth and comfort cannot ride the same horse. You have to pick one. Those butterflies in your stomach when you think about taking a risk, that's not fear, that's excitement in disguise. Your body's way of saying this matters. The things worth having in life all require you to move through that discomfort. Remember, a ship is safe in harbor, but that's not what ships are for. Your potential is waiting on the other side of that fear. People will try to shrink you to fit their small expectations. Don't let them. The world needs your full size, not some watered down version that makes others comfortable. Your quirks aren't flaws, they're your superpowers in disguise. That thing you think makes you weird, it's probably what makes you unforgettable. Authenticity isn't just attractive, it's magnetic. When you stop censoring yourself to please others, you give permission for the right people to find you. The ones who get you won't need explanations. The ones who don't, their opinion doesn't matter anyway. Time doesn't heal all wounds, action does. Sitting around waiting for pain to disappear is like waiting for a broken bone to set itself. You have to do the work. Forgive not because they deserve it, but because you do. Let go not because it's easy, but because clinging to the past is poisoning your present. Healing isn't linear. Some days you'll feel like you're back at square one. That's normal. Progress isn't about never falling. It's about getting up one more time than you stumble. Your scars aren't signs of weakness that prove you survived what was meant to break you. Success isn't about having, it's about becoming. The person who achieves big things isn't the same person who started the journey. Transformation happens in the daily grind, the early mornings, the late nights, the choices no one sees. Character isn't built in the spotlight, it's forged in the shadows of discipline and consistency. The version of you that reaches the finish line will barely recognize the person who took the first step. And that's the point. You're not chasing a goal, you're chasing the person you have to become to achieve it. The reward isn't the destination, it's who you become along the way. At the end of the day, all we really have is this moment. The past is gone, the future isn't promised. Right now is all that's real, so breathe it in. Look around. This is your life happening. Not someday, not when things are perfect. Now, the ordinary moments are the ones you'll miss most. The morning coffee, the laughter with friends, the quiet evenings. Don't sleepwalk through your days waiting for some grand event to make you happy. Happiness isn't a destination, it's how you travel. Today isn't just another day, it's the only day you're guaranteed. Live accordingly. The most dangerous prison isn't made of steel and concrete, it's built from the limiting beliefs you've accepted about yourself. Those walls in your mind telling you this is just how it is, they're made of tissue paper. One bold decision could burn them all down. The chains holding you back aren't around your ankles, they're wrapped around your thinking. Break them today. Not because it's easy, but because you finally realize you deserve freedom more than you fear the unknown. Everyone wants the glow up until it's time to do what glow ups require. The 5 a.m. alarms. The uncomfortable conversations, the relentless focus when everyone else is distracted. Here's the raw truth, transformation isn't pretty in the middle. It's sweaty. It's messy. It's full of second guessing and setbacks. But stay the course. The version of you on the other side of this grind will high-five you through time for not giving up. What looks like hell right now is just the construction zone for your personal renaissance. Stop waiting for motivation like it's some magical elixir that will make everything easy. Motivation follows action, not the other way around. The most powerful people on earth don't operate on feelings. They've mastered the art of showing up even when every cell in their body screams to quit. Discipline isn't punishment, it's the price of admission to an extraordinary life. Start before you're ready. Continue when you're tired. Finish when everyone else is tapped out. That's how legends are made. Your circle should be a launch pad, not an anchor. Pay attention to how you feel after spending time with people. Do you leave energized or drained? Inspired or insecure? Supported or second-guessing yourself? Some relationships are seasonal, and that's okay. Not everyone is meant to walk the entire journey with you. Protect your peace like your life depends on it, because it does. The right people won't just celebrate your light, they'll help you find it when you've forgotten where you left it. The world will try to shrink your dreams to fit its limited imagination. Don't let it. That voice saying, "Who do you think you are?" Answer it. I'm exactly who I need to be to create what I'm called to create. Your vision doesn't need to make sense to anyone but you. The most revolutionary ideas always sound crazy at first. If your dreams don't scare you a little, they're not big enough. Stop asking for permission to be great. The only validation you need lives in your own chest, that quiet knowing that says, keep going. At the end of your life, you won't regret the risks that didn't work out. You'll regret the chances you didn't take. The words left unspoken. The love left unexpressed. The adventures left unlived. Don't die with your music still in you. Play it loud. Play it off key if you must. But for God's sake, play. The world needs your particular brand of magic, not some polished, perfected version of it. Your imperfections make you relatable. Your vulnerability makes you real. Your courage to keep showing up, that's what makes you unforgettable. The most painful goodbyes are the ones you never saw coming, the people who walked away without explanation, the doors that slammed shut when you weren't looking. But here's what they don't tell you. Sometimes closure isn't a conversation. It's a decision you make alone in the quiet of your own heart. You don't need their apology to find peace. You don't need their approval to move forward. The universe removes people not to punish you, but to protect you. One day you'll look back and realize their absence was the gift you didn't know you needed. You keep waiting for that magical moment when everything clicks into place, when you'll finally feel ready, when all the pieces will align. Stop waiting. Life doesn't work that way. The perfect time is a myth designed to keep you stuck. Start where you are with what you have. The magic isn't in the conditions, it's in the commitment. That shaky first step, it carries more power than 1,000 days of planning. Momentum builds as you move, not while you're sitting still deciding whether to begin. The bridge between dreams and reality is built with action, not intention. There's a special kind of strength in walking away from what no longer serves you, relationships that drain you, habits that diminish you, thoughts that imprison you. It's not quitting, it's upgrading. Your future self is begging you to let go of what's holding you back, even if it hurts right now. Growth often feels like loss at first because you're shedding skins that no longer fit. But here's the secret. What feels like an ending is actually the universe making space for what aligns with the person you're becoming. Trust the process even when you can't see the pattern yet. Stop romanticizing the grind to the point of exhaustion. Hustle culture is a trap. It makes you believe your worth is tied to how much you can endure. Rest isn't the enemy of success. It's the foundation you can't pour from an empty cup. That constant fatigue, it's not a badge of honor. It's your body begging for balance. True productivity includes moments of stillness. Sustainable success requires seasons of recovery. The most powerful thing you can do sometimes is absolutely nothing, to sit with yourself, to breathe, to simply be. The world will try to convince you otherwise. Don't believe it. Comparison will steal your joy of joy, but here's what they're not showing you. Everyone is fighting battles you know nothing about. That picture perfect life you're envying, it's a highlight reel, not the full story. Your journey isn't meant to look like anyone else's. The flowers in your garden bloom on their own schedule. Stop worrying about the roses across the fence that seem to be growing faster. Your path has its own timing, its own rhythm, its own divine order. The only person you should compare yourself to is the person you were yesterday. Everything else is noise. At the end of the day, all we really have is this moment right here, right now. Not yesterday with its regrets. Not tomorrow with its worries. Just this breath, this heartbeat. This chance to choose differently. Life isn't something that happens to you. It's something you create one decision at a time. So make it count. Not someday. Today. Not when everything is perfect. Now, this is your life unfolding. Don't miss it while waiting for some imaginary perfect version to begin. You know that feeling when you wake up at 3 a.m. and your mind starts racing with all the things you should have done differently. That's not insomnia. That's your soul trying to course correct in the quiet hours when the world isn't pulling at you. Those midnight thoughts aren't your enemy. They're your inner compass screaming to be heard. The version of you that exists in those raw, unfiltered moments. That's the real you before life layers on the shoulds and supposed tos. Pay attention to what keeps you up at night. It's trying to tell you where your heart really wants to go. People will call you selfish for setting boundaries, as if setting yourself on fire to keep others warm was ever the right way to live. Let them talk. Your peace isn't up for debate. The moment you stop apologizing for protecting your energy is the moment you take back your power. No is a complete sentence. You don't owe anyone an explanation for choosing yourself. The right people will respect your limits. The wrong ones will reveal themselves when you start enforcing them. Either way, you win. There's a special kind of magic that happens when you stop chasing and start becoming. Opportunities you used to beg for start showing up unannounced. Doors you used to knock on relentlessly suddenly swing open. It's not luck, it's the law of attraction working overtime. When you focus on being the person who deserves what you want starts seeking you out. The universe rewards those brave enough to match their energy to their aspirations. Stop asking for permission to shine. Just turn up your light and watch how the right people start gravitating toward you. Let's talk about failure not as the opposite of success, but as its most effective teacher. Every no gets you closer to yes. Every closed door teaches you how to knock better. Every mistake is tuition paid at the University of Life. The people you admire most didn't avoid failure, they failed forward, using each stumble as a stepping stone. When you fall, and you will fall, land on your back so you can look up and see where to go next. The only true failure is stopping completely. Everything else is just data collection for your comeback story. Your intuition isn't just some mystical concept, it's your built-in navigation system honed by centuries of human evolution. That gut feeling telling you something's off. That's thousands of your ancestors whispering warnings through your DNA. The sudden chill down your spine when something isn't right. That's your body's early warning system kicking in. We've been conditioned to override these signals with logic and politeness, but your instincts don't lie. The more you trust that quiet voice inside, the louder and clearer it becomes. In a world full of noise, your tuition is your superpower. Start treating it that way. At the end of your life, no one will remember your job title or bank balance. They'll remember how you made them feel. The laughter you shared, the burdens you lightened, the way you showed up when it mattered. Legacy isn't built in grand gestures, it's woven through countless small moments of being fully present. So put down your phone and look people in the eyes. Listen like you mean it. Love like it's your only job. In a world that's increasingly digital, be startlingly human. The ripples you create today become the waves that shape tomorrow. Make sure they're worth remembering. That's your body's early warning system kicking in. We've been conditioned to override these signals with logic and politeness, but your instincts don't lie. The more you trust that quiet voice inside, the louder and clearer it becomes. In a world full of noise, your intuition is your superpower. Start treating it that way. At the end of your life, no one will remember your job title or bank balance. They'll remember how you made them feel, the laughter you shared, the burdens you lightened, the way you showed up when it mattered. Legacy isn't built in grand gestures, it's woven through countless small moments of being fully present. So put down your phone and look people in the eyes. Listen like you mean it. Love like it's your only job. In a world that's increasingly digital, be startlingly human. The ripples you create today become the waves that shape tomorrow. Make sure they're worth remembering. These aren't just harmless thoughts, they're the bars of a prison you built with your own hands. The key has been in your pocket all along. Every time you silence those lies with action, another bar disappears. One day you'll look up and realize there's nothing left between you and the life you want, just empty space waiting for you to step forward and claim it. There's a special kind of alchemy that happens when you stop waiting for inspiration and start creating it. Motivation isn't some magical force that descends upon the chosen few. It's the natural byproduct of showing up consistently. The muse favors the working hands, not the waiting ones. That blank page, it's not judging you, it's inviting you. That empty canvas, it's not intimidating you, it's daring you. Creation begins the moment you stop preparing to start and simply begin. The universe doesn't reward perfection, it rewards courage. These aren't just harmless thoughts, they're the bars of a prison you built with your own hands. The key? It's been in your pocket all along. Every time you silence those lies with action, another bar disappears. One day you'll look up and realize there's nothing left between you and the life you want, just empty space waiting for you to step forward and claim it. There's a special kind of alchemy that happens when you stop waiting for inspiration and start creating it. Motivation isn't some magical force that descends upon the chosen few. It's the natural byproduct of showing up consistently. The muse favors the working hands, not the waiting ones. That blank page, it's not judging you, it's inviting you. That empty canvas, it's not intimidating you, it's daring you. Creation begins the moment you stop preparing to start and simply begin. The universe doesn't reward perfection, it rewards courage. That persistent sadness isn't just weakness, it's wisdom. Your emotions aren't obstacles to overcome, they're messengers delivering urgent memos from your soul. The modern world teaches us to numb, suppress, and outrun these feelings, but true power comes from sitting with them. What is your exhaustion trying to tell you? What is your resentment trying to reveal? The answers you seek aren't out there, they're in the quiet spaces between your heartbeats, waiting for you to get still enough to hear them. Time doesn't heal all wounds, presence does. Not the passive ticking of clocks, but the active choice to show up for your own life moment. Healing isn't about waiting for pain to disappear, it's about learning to hold space for it. without letting it define you. The broken places in you aren't flaws, they're the cracks where your light gets out. Your scars aren't just reminders of what hurt you, they're proof of what you survived. One day you'll realize that the very things you thought would destroy you became the foundation of your strength. Not because time magically fixed everything, but because you had the courage to stay present through the storm. This is your moment right here, right now, to decide that enough is enough. Enough doubting, enough hesitating, enough playing small when the universe has carved out space for you to be extraordinary. Look around you. Everything you see was once just an idea in someone's mind. The chair you're sitting on, the device in your hand, the roof over your head. If they can create, so can you. If they can rise, so can you. If they can turn their vision into reality, so can you, starting today, not someday. The only thing standing between you and the life you crave is the story you keep telling yourself about why it's not possible. Tear up that story, burn it, rewrite a new one where you're the hero, not the victim. Where you're the creator, not the bystander, where you're the force of nature no obstacle can withstand. Feel that fire in your chest? That's not anxiety, that's your potential begging to be unleashed. That restlessness, that's your soul refusing to settle for mediocrity any longer. You were not put on this earth to pay bills and die quietly. You were put here to shake the very foundations of what's possible, to leave fingerprints on the universe that can't be wiped away so boldly that your existence becomes a beacon for others lost in the dark. The world doesn't need another follower, it needs you in all your unapologetic glory, refusing to dim your light so others feel comfortable. Stop asking for permission to shine. The sun doesn't ask for approval to rise, it just does, and the world adjusts to its brilliance. Be the sun in your own life. Let's get brutally honest, the only thing you'll regret on your deathbed is not trying. Not the failures, not the rejections, not the embarrassing missteps. Those will become war stories you wear with pride. The real regret. The dreams you buried because they seemed too big. The love you didn't express because you were scared. The chances you didn't take because you were waiting for the perfect moment that never came. Where's your wake-up call? Perfect is a myth. The perfect time is now. The perfect conditions are the ones you create through sheer force of will. You don't need more time, you need more courage. You don't need more resources, you need more audacity. You don't need luck, you need action. And action starts with a single irrevocable decision. I am done with maybe someday. Today is the day I begin. Look at your hands, those are not just hands. They are tools of creation, weapons of change, instruments of destiny. What you hold right now is not just a body, it's a vessel of untapped power. A walking, breathing miracle capable of more than you've ever dared to imagine. You are not broken. You are not behind. You are not unworthy. You are a masterpiece in progress, a storm gathering strength, a phoenix mid-rise. Every setback was training. Every heartbreak was preparation. Every failure was just data collecting for your ultimate comeback. The past doesn't define you, it refines you. The pain doesn't weaken you, it fortifies you. The struggle doesn't disqualify you, it prepares you. So what's it going to be? Another year of wishing, or the beginning of your era of relentless action? Another day of scrolling, or the first page of your legendary journey? The universe is waiting for your move. Not tomorrow, not next Monday, today, this second, right now. The door is open. The path is clear. The only question left is, are you ready to walk through it? The world needs what only you can bring. Not a polished, perfect version of you. Not a someday when I have it all together version. Just you, flaws, fears, and all showing up and refusing to quit. That's how legends are born. That's how destinies are claimed. That's how lives are changed forever. Yours starts now. Go.